Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the biggest celebrity dramas and shocking moments in entertainment. Today, we're talking about one of the most explosive talk show incidents that's got the internet buzzing nonstop. Miley Cyrus walking off Kelly Clarkson's show after a fiery confrontation that nobody saw coming. If you're a fan of either of these powerhouse singers, you know they've had a complicated history, from Kelly covering Miley's hits like Flowers and wrecking ball on her Kellyoke segments to that awkward Grammy run, in where Miley playfully called her out for doing her songs too much. But this time, things escalated way beyond friendly banter during what was supposed to be a fun promo interview for Miley's latest projects. Sources say the tension started building right from the moment Miley sat down on that famous couch, smiling for the cameras, but with an undercurrent of unease that the live audience picked up on immediately. Kelly, being her usual bubbly self, kicked things off with compliments about Miley's recent Grammy wins and her evolution from Hannah Montana to the bold artist she is today. But then she pivoted to some personal questions that apparently crossed a line. Miley has always been open about her life, from her family feuds with Billy Ray to her past relationships, and even her decision to step back from touring. But when Kelly brought up Miley's recent engagement rumors and tied it to her ex Liam Hemsworth, things got heated fast. Miley's facial expression changed in an instant, and viewers at home noticed her gripping the armrest tighter. The confrontation reportedly stemmed from Kelly joking about how Miley's song Flowers was the ultimate breakup anthem, implying it was shaded at Liam, and then asking if her new chapter meant she was finally over all that drama. Miley fired back, defending her art, saying it's not always about one person and that people need to stop reducing her music to gossip. The audience was silent as the two went back and forth, with Kelly trying to lighten the mood, but only making it worse by referencing old interviews, where Miley talked about her wild phases. This is the moment where Miley's patience snapped, leading to the walk-off that has everyone replaying the clip over and over. Let's break down exactly how the interview started going south so quickly on the Kelly Clarkson Show. Miley arrived looking stunning in her signature edgy style, promoting her new music, and maybe even hinting at upcoming projects, while Kelly was excited to have her as a guest since they've both been icons in the industry for years. The segment opened with the usual warm welcomes, Kelly gushing over Miley's voice and how she's inspired so many artists, including herself with all those covers. They even laughed about the Grammy encounter, where Miley teased Kelly for singing her songs a lot. And it seemed like they were on good terms, sharing stories about their careers and the pressures of fame from a young age. Kelly, known for her candid hosting style, transitioned into talking about Miley's personal growth, praising her for being unapologetically herself after years in the spotlight. But then came the questions about Miley's family dynamics, especially the ongoing rift with her dad, Billy Ray Cyrus, which has been tabloid fodder for ages. Kelly asked if music had helped heal those wounds, or if certain songs were therapeutic outlets for that pain. Miley opened up a bit, as she often does, explaining how her art comes from real emotions, but that she's moved forward. However, when Kelly pressed further, comparing it to her own divorce experiences and suggesting Miley might still be processing things publicly through lyrics. Miley pushed back strongly, saying not everything needs to be dissected on national TV. The vibe shifted noticeably, with Miley's tone getting sharper and Kelly trying to relate by sharing her own stories, but it came across as overshadowing Miley's narrative. Fans online pointed out that Miley seemed uncomfortable with the therapy session feel of the interview, especially since she's been vocal about setting boundaries in recent years. The fiery part ignited when Kelly mentioned Miley's past controversial moments, like the VMAs or her bangers era, framing it as Miley empowering herself, but inadvertently sounding judgmental to some. Miley interrupted, accusing Kelly of misunderstanding her journey and turning a celebration into an interrogation. The audience gasped as Miley stood up midway through a sentence, apologizing to the crowd but saying she wasn't there to relive old judgments. This build-up was intense, and it's clear the confrontation was brewing from mismatched expectations. Now, diving deeper into the heart of the fiery confrontation itself that led to Miley Cyrus storming off set, it was truly a moment that will go down in talk show history. As Kelly tried to steer the conversation back to lighter topics, like Miley's collaborations or her thoughts on current pop music, Miley wasn't having it anymore. She directly addressed what she felt was invasive probing, telling Kelly that while she appreciates her as an artist, questions about her private life and past relationships feel exploitative, especially when they're used for ratings. Kelly, caught off guard but defending her style as being real and relatable, responded by saying she only asks what fans want to know, and that sharing vulnerabilities has helped her connect with people. But Miley countered powerfully, pointing out the double standards women in music face, how her boldness is labeled dramatic while others get praised for the same. The exchange got passionate, with raised voices echoing in the studio, and Miley referencing how Kelly's covers of her songs are flattering, but don't give her the right to psychoanalyze her life. Kelly apologized if she overstepped, but doubled down on wanting an honest chat, which Miley saw as dismissive. The peak came when Kelly brought up Miley's recent comments about retiring from touring and linked it to burnout from constant scrutiny, suggesting Miley might regret some choices. That's when Miley lost it, standing up and saying she's proud of every phase of her career and doesn't need validation or advice from someone who's profited off her music without truly understanding the context. The live audience was in shock, some cheering Miley's assertiveness while others sat frozen as security hovered nearby. Miley grabbed her mic pack, tossed it gently on the couch, and walked off stage with poise, waving to fans but clearly upset. Backstage sources later revealed she was shaking from adrenaline, but stood by her decision, feeling disrespected. This wasn't just a diva moment. It highlighted deeper issues in celebrity interviews, where boundaries get blurred for entertainment value. Kelly looked stunned on air, quickly cutting to commercial and later addressing it vaguely as a passionate discussion between strong women. Immediately after Miley walked off, the studio erupted into chaos, with the audience murmuring and cameras scrambling to capture Kelly's reaction as she sat there trying to compose herself before going to break. The Kelly Clarkson Show producers rushed to handle the unprecedented situation. While fans in the crowd started chanting Miley's name in support, turning what was meant to be a promo spot into viral mayhem. Kelly returned after the commercial, visibly flustered but professional, explaining that conversations can get real sometimes and that she has immense respect for Miley as an artist and person. She even plugged Miley's music again, trying to smooth things over. But the damage was done. Social media exploded within minutes, with clips of the walk-off spreading like wildfire across platforms. Hashtags like Miley Walks Off and Kelly v. Smiley trended worldwide, with fans divided between those calling Miley too sensitive and others praising her for standing up against intrusive questioning. Analysts pointed out how this confrontation echoed past talk show blow-ups, but with a modern twist on mental health and privacy in the age of constant exposure. Miley's team released a statement shortly after, saying she left because the interview veered into uncomfortable territory and that she wishes Kelly the best, emphasizing no hard feelings but a need for respect. Meanwhile, Kelly addressed it more on her socials later, posting about loving honest moments and learning from them, without directly apologizing. The incident sparked broader discussions about host-guest dynamics, especially among female artists who often face personal grilling more than their male counterparts. Viewers replayed the tense moments, dissecting body language and tone, with many noting Miley's calm demeanor during the exit as a power move. This walk-off not only boosted ratings for the episode retrospectively, but also highlighted Miley's growth into someone who prioritizes her peace over pleasing everyone. In the hours following, memes flooded the internet, from edited videos of Miley strutting away to fans recreating the scene. It was a reminder that even seemingly friendly celeb interactions can boil over when raw emotions are involved. The aftermath of Miley Cyrus walking off Kelly Clarkson's show has been nothing short of a media storm, with reactions pouring in from fellow celebrities, fans, and experts alike weighing in on who was right or wrong. Many sided with Miley, applauding her for setting boundaries in an industry that often demands oversharing, especially for women who've grown up in the public eye, like she has since Disney days. Supporters referenced her past experiences with invasive media, from paparazzi scandals to family issues being splashed everywhere, arguing that Kelly should have read the room better. On the flip side, some defended Kelly, saying her interviewing style is known for being heartfelt, and that she was just trying to have a genuine sisterly chat between two survivors of fame. Late-night hosts jumped on it for monologues, joking about the drama, while others seriously discussed consent in interviews. Miley broke her silence a day later in an Instagram story, thanking fans for their love and saying she's all about authenticity, but not at the cost of her comfort, without naming Kelly directly. This led to speculation about whether they'd reconcile, given their shared history of mutual admiration through music covers and awards show encounters. The incident even boosted streams for Miley's songs, particularly those about empowerment and moving on, as fans rallied around her. Kelly, during the next episode, opened up more, expressing regret if she made Miley feel unheard and inviting her back anytime for a do-over on better terms. Public opinion polls online showed a split, but younger audiences largely backed Miley's exit as iconic. It also reignited conversations about mental health in Hollywood, with advocates praising the moment as a teaching tool for respecting guests' limits. Brands associated with both stars stayed neutral, but the buzz generated free publicity for their projects. Ultimately, this fiery confrontation humanized both women, showing they're not just performers, but people with feelings navigating tough spotlights. As the dust settles, many hope it leads to more mindful hosting in daytime TV. Looking ahead, the Miley Cyrus and Kelly Clarkson confrontation could have lasting impacts on their careers and the talk show landscape as a whole, potentially changing how personal topics are approached with high-profile guests. While no bad blood seems permanent, given their past positive interactions like duets, vibes, and covers, it might take time for a reconciliation or joint appearance that fans are already clamoring for. Miley continues to thrive with her music and acting, using incidents like this to fuel her narrative of resilience and self-ownership. Kelly, ever the professional, has turned it into a learning curve, possibly adjusting her question styles to be more guest-led. This event underscores the evolution of celebrity culture in 2025, where stars are more empowered to walk away from uncomfortable situations rather than grin and bear it. It might inspire other artists to prioritize their well-being over promo obligations, shifting power dynamics in media. Fans are dissecting every angle, from psychological reads to feminist perspectives, making it a cultural moment beyond just gossip. In the end, both Miley and Kelly come out stronger, Miley as a boundary setter and Kelly as relatable for her humanity. Whether they laugh about it later, at an awards show, or collaborate someday, this fiery walk-off will be remembered as a pivotal, unscripted highlight in pop culture history. Thanks for watching this deep dive. What do you think? Was Miley justified? Or did Kelly mean no harm? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe for more celeb drama breakdowns. And hit the bell for notifications on updates if they reconcile. Stay tuned for more shocking stories!